In the endless silence of the void, a drifting space hulk hides secrets older than mankind itself. The Grey Knights, demon hunters without equal, have seized fragments of Blackstone, a weapon against the warp. But this prize was torn from Necron hands, and the ancient machine legions do not forgive theft. Now, in these cursed corridors of steel and shadow, two implacable forces clash. The fate of the Blackstone will be written in blood and ruin.
Hey everyone, welcome to Wargamerist. I'm Charlie.
I'm Ben.
Today we're playing board in actions. It's going to be the Dark Depths, so we pick two different sides of the board, create them, stick them together. I'm playing Grey Knights and Ben, you're playing
Necrons.
So we score points for having an objective, having two objectives, and having more objectives than each other. Also, if I kill your most expensive unit, I get points, and vice versa. And if we kill each other's warlords, we also get points.
Yep.
I'll be playing Grey Knight's Baneslayer Strike. Ben, what are you playing?
I'm playing Necron's Tombship Complement.
Perfect. And now we'll show you what we're playing.
So, I'm Ben. Today I'll be running Necrons in Tombship Complement. What this means is that the Detachment rule, before moving on to the Army rule, the list I brought, and any enhancements, is that whenever I make an attack against an enemy unit on an objective, or my unit that is making an attack is on an objective, I then gain a critical wound of a -1 AP. The actual Army rule adaptation is that whenever it's my command phase or one of my friendly units has just been destroyed entirely, I can roll a dice for each destroyed model in that unit, and on a 5-up, each of those models, respective to each dice roll, returns with its full wounds remaining. List-wise, I've brought 10 Lychguard, each one with dispersion shield and a Hyperphase sword. I've brought 5 Triarch Praetorians with the Rod of the Covenants. There are 2 separate units of Immortals with Tesla carbines because it's cheaper points-wise, so it let me fill out closer to the 500 point mark without going over. And there is 1 regular Overlord, of whom has the Resurrection Protocols enhancement, so whenever he dies, once per battle, I can then roll a dice. On a 2-up, he returns as close to where he's destroyed outside of engagement with only D3 wounds remaining.
Hey guys, I'm playing the Grey Knight's Baneslayer Strike Force. So it's basically just 2 units of Terminators with 2 Flamers, an Arthesium in each one and an Ancient in each one. And then I've got a Grandmaster as well with the Shield of Admonishment, which is -1 to hit melee. And that's it, it's a very small elite list. So with Grey Knights, they're a completely different army rule. You don't get to jump around the board because that would be cheating in board and actions. You instead get to get a CP back whenever you use a strat on a 5-up or a 4-up when you're on an objective. My army rule is deep striking on turn 1 within 6 inches of one of Ben's units. So hopefully it's like a first turn strike, I kill something and I don't get killed back. Because if he does, that's a third of my army rule. So Grey Knight's first turn will be really easy. I have the Grandmaster over here. Hopefully he's going to open one of these doors and then in turn 2 use a CP, 2 CP, to sticky this objective from afar. I've got a unit of Terminators here which will hopefully just get around to there to secure that. And then my third unit, it was going to be in deep strike, and turn 1 can come down 6 inches away from an enemy unit. So again, we'll hopefully sticky another objective and then be resilient enough to run away.
So I put these guys here because I figured they've got a 10-inch move. I just move up like that. And then everything else I just sort of put down. He's there because I think...
What is there?
The Overlord, of course. And I figured just moving him up would be quite funny because he's quite resilient. And then everything else, you know, they'll babysit with their 4-up invulns. You know, they're there.
It's more like these are here, these are here, these are here.
Yeah.
But fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I forgot how big 32 mils are, so.
So these knights advance, they got a 2, just managed to get around the objective for next turn. The Grandmaster opened this door. Hopefully next turn he can sticky that objective there using a strat. And these guys deep striked using the detachment rule over 6 inches away and shot into this unit of Immortals. The Flamers only got, out of 6 possible shots, I got 4, and then the bolters like picked off another dude. So
it was 12 possibles, 2d6.
Yeah, 12 possible, yeah, exactly. So I really wish I'd killed that unit, but I didn't, and that's now probably going to come back, and I just have to see if I can weather that storm.
Cool. So Necron's turn 1. All that happened was the Triarch Praetorians advanced 4 inches, the Lychguard advanced 6, the Overlord also advanced 6, and over here these Immortals also advanced 6. These guys only advanced, I believe it was 3, and then I set up these Lychguard over here for a charge. The Immortals did shoot in, got 1 wound off. I spent a CP for a strat to reroll the hit roll, and then you tried to reroll that 1.
Yeah, so one dude had 1 wound on it. I tried to re-roll it to a 2, got a 1 again, and then tried to re-roll using the army roll to get the CP back, and I didn't get the CP back. So I spent 1 CP to re-roll a 1 into a 1.
But all that's happened is you've killed 2 Lychguard, I've killed 1 Terminator and left another one on 1 wound.
Yeah, but my Terminator is just about to come back now in my command phase.
Oh shit, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Well, good thing my Necrons also come back.
Oh, what? Okay, really quick turn. These guys moved up, open a hatchway. This guy moved here. He then spent 2 CP to sticky an objective 9 inches away, which is here. I had to roll a leadership test. I failed it with a 5, when it should have been a 6. And when I tried to get the CP back that I spent, I failed that. Then over here, Ben 4 and managed to take 1 wound off 1 guy, and then I cut back and kill his unit. And then you managed to bring 1 guy back using your reanimation.
Yeah, I love boarding actions, reanimation protocols. It's great.
I'm glad.
For Ben's turn 2, the Triarch Praetorians stormed around the corridor to charge the Terminators caught in the corner. Simultaneously, the 2 units of Immortals let fire a volley weakening the target, whilst the lone Lychguard also made a charge. But the lucky Terminators are still hanging in there, slowing down the Necron advance.
I'm having a terrible time. These guys that I left back here to hold stuff and just got the door open, put some shots into these guys, did nothing. They've now got 2 turns to yeet themselves up the board, do something. The Grandmaster advanced from over here to get that objective for next turn to try to score me some points and do some shooting next turn, some melee or whatever. This unit over here, which you charged last turn, fought me, killed the Apothecary. I couldn't use a reroll because they were battle shocked. So now it's 1 guy left. He did kill 2 guys back. And now we're just stuck in combat again, really. And I'm worried that I won't be able to get the points. So here we go.
So my turn 3, the Lychguard are still set to defend and they've opened a hatchway. The Overlord advanced a mighty 6 again all the way over here. These Immortals stuck where they are. These ones have just moved forward. I only got an advance of 2. And then I could have killed the unit if I'd remembered and kindly reminded me that the Praetorians can fall back and charge. So I could have fallen back, had all of the Immortals shoot in, and then it would be dead. But you don't have an Apothecary and he's on 1 wound.
He's on 1 wound, but if he stays alive after combat and kills that guy,
he shouldn't do because I get to fight first in the next fight.
I don't care, I'll survive, it'll be fine.
Sure. We'll have to see.
Okay, these guys heroically moved through the door and did some shots that did nothing.
Yep.
The Grandmaster over here did some flamer shots, which did nothing, then charged into the Overlord. Did 4 damage, which you reduced to 2.
Yeah, because -1 damage for each damage.
Great ability. Over here, you failed to kill the singular banner bearer.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on a 2 out of the 3 hits in the hit roll.
He then killed the Triarch Praetorian. and then he was then killed by this guy back. But that is your most expensive unit, so I give you 15 points for that. So yeah, an okay turn. Very slow for me, but I've now got 2 objectives, and I'm hopefully going to kill your Warlord.
Yes.
See how it goes.
So my turn 4, this objective was stickied, so these Immortals have moved off. I set this guy up for a charge into the Grandmaster but failed. These guys moved out, they took some shots, did 2 wounds up there. And then after that, the Lychguard charged in, they did 3 wounds. The Overlord took 1 damage, and then he did 6 damage, but you have a 4 out of Filner Pain and only took 2 at the
From
end.
a strat, so yeah, just really kept him alive, but your -1 damage is for keeping you alive. I've now got to weather your attack again to try to kill you this turn, but it does mean I have to wound you. You have to fail 6 saves, basically, for me to kill you.
Effectively, Well, 4 invuln.
Yeah, I just basically can't miss a hit or wound to kill you next turn.
So it's all coming down to turn 5 and whether you win or I tie with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Turn 5 was the last push for the Grey Knights. To retain the dominance of their position, they threw everything they had into the fray as an attempt to slay the enemy Warlord and retain control for Blackstone.
Yeah.
So my turn 5, these Immortals came back, and then they moved up. They advanced from a 1 to a 6, inch move. I charged the Lychguard in here. He did something.
I think he did 2 wounds or 1 wound, maybe.
He did 2
Didn't
wounds,
do a lot.
yeah. These guys moved over to try and out-OC the objective, and the Overlord fell back, so I know he wouldn't die, but because you killed the 3 Lychguard, you were able to bring all the guys in. So you've taken it off of me, which means at the end of the game we draw points-wise.
Yeah, because I just managed to pip you on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Nice draw. Everyone wins and everyone loses. Hey guys, welcome to the Wargamerist. I'm Charlie.
I'm Ben.
We're going to be playing boarding action. Fuck off, dude. Stop touching my feet. He's touching my feet. He's touching my feet.
Sir, teacher, he's
Stop
touching my feet.
Fuck off.
Right.
Oh, we sent it.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the Wargamerist. We're playing boarding action. Why are you such a prick?